Trump says this war is nearly over, but his own speech and the markets tell a completely different story. In a major address just hours ago, he said the war was nearing completion and could end very shortly. Then seconds later, he said, "We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks." He also said, never in the history of warfare has the enemy suffered such devastating losses. And to back that up, over 12,000 targets have been hit and more than 150 vessels destroyed. But even after all of this, Iran still hasn't surrendered. Trump says this war was necessary and that I will never allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon. So he's framing this as a long-term threat that had to be stopped now. He also said Iran could be pushed back to the Stone Ages, where they belong, which shows this isn't just about ending the war, it's about completely obliterating Iran. And the markets are reacting like the war is far from over. South Korean markets dropped over 4%, Japanese markets dropped more than 2%, and oil jumped more than 6% to now over $107 per barrel. And markets tend to price the future, and right now they're pricing in more conflict, not less. Trump told Americans the Strait of Hormuz, the war's most notable flashpoint, would open up naturally once the war ended, and that gas prices would rapidly come back down. But even officials say this could take weeks or even months after the war ends. And politically, this is starting to turn against him. Nearly 60% now oppose the war, and 80% of voters say they're worried about rising gas prices. He also said regime change was not our goal, even though he claims Iran's leadership has been wiped out and replaced with something more reasonable. He says he wants a deal, but warned if Iran makes a move, they'll be hit again with missiles. So even diplomacy comes with a threat attached. So you've got a situation where the war is nearly over, but strikes are still ramping up and Iran still hasn't backed down. So this isn't really the end of the war. It's the most uncertain moment. I'll keep you updated. This is moving fast. Thank you again for watching.